Hi you guys and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Katrina, and today is going to be part 3 of my adoption story segment. And this is my second time recording the video because I was running my little mouth and realized that I wasn't recording. So we're going to try this again and I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. This video is going to be about validation and knowing that you are enough. These are feelings that we as people go through, not just when you're adopted, but just because you're human. These are questions that you may ask yourself as you're going through the process of getting to know who you are and what your purpose is in life. It's so crazy that when I was trying to figure out what angle or what video I wanted to do next in my adoption series, I had figured out what I wanted to talk about. And then I was like, well, I'm probably not going to wear any makeup in this video because I'm such a big baby and I'll probably start crying. And so I only have on mascara and eyeliner today. And just hours later after, I'm like, okay, that's the video I'm going to record. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I end up coming across a post on Instagram, and it was on the explore page, and it just really spoke to me. It gave me confirmation that, okay, Katrina, this is the video that you need to record to get out to your subscribers and anyone that may be coming to view your channel for the very first time. And so the person on Instagram, their name is PYT_NOTYPO, and there was a picture of her crying with tears falling down her face. And the caption said, if your why doesn't make you cry, you need to figure out your purpose in life. Everything I'm doing right now is for my family. I want to break that generation curse. Inheritance is something my black generations know nothing about, and I will change that. Only thing we were taught was to go to school, get good grades, to get a good job. Job for what when you can't leave that job behind for your loved ones? Stop living for today when there's a tomorrow. You see, where we are today in this world, be the change that this world needs. The government has changed the game, and it's up to you to change your mind to change the game. Play the game to win, not to keep losing like 98% of the people are. Be the 2% that's winning. I play to win. Let's play. And so the part in that post that really got me was the very beginning when it said, if your why doesn't make you cry, you need to figure out your purpose in life. And I truly believe that my why definitely makes me cry. And the reason being is when I look over my life, I look at all the things that I've been through and where I am today, and it's just amazing that I have overcame so many of the things that I have. There are times and situations where you feel like giving up and you feel like, it's not going to get better, but it definitely does. You just have to keep the faith. And, I may make reference in this video about God and blessings and faith. And so if that's something that, you don't believe in, or, that's just, not a comfortable subject for you, then this video may not be for you. And so I opened up my fortune cookie because I went to get me some Chinese while I was in Chicago. I couldn't leave Chicago without getting my favorite Chinese food. And my fortune cookie, a lot of times it's just mumbo jumbo in there, and other times it's very inspirational quotes in there or things that just make you think. I know it's not going to tell my fortune though. But in my fortune cookie, it had said, fear knocked at the door, faith answered, and no one was there. And that just really made me think, and reflect on my life, that a lot of the things that I do now is because I step out on faith. I wanted to create this YouTube channel more so to get my story out there. There's so many people who I know of, and me personally, that have been adopted, and you really don't have anyone that you can relate to. Some of the things that you feel, some of the things that you go through, not everybody understands if they haven't been through it themselves. And then there's other feelings that you may encounter that even if you weren't adopted, it's just natural for you to feel because you're a human. And so that's why I wanted to create this video, just to encourage you guys and let you know that you are enough. You are perfect just the way you are. A lot of times when you've been adopted. I know for me, personally, I just felt like I wasn't good enough. A lot of times, unconsciously, I used to push people away that really cared about me because I wanted to leave them before they left me. And I later correlated that, with me feeling as though my birth mother left me, and I didn't want anybody else to leave me. I wanted to be me who left before someone could leave me so I wouldn't have to feel that hurt that I felt, growing up and as a teenager, and more so in my college years than anything. So a lot of my relationships that I were in, they suffered friendships as well as, relationships with the opposite sex. With my friendships, um, I was that type of person where, you know, I I'm a protector. I care a lot. I have a big heart, and anyone that comes into my life as my friend, I love them like they're my family. And so if I feel that they do anything that betrays me, I cut them off. Snip, snip, snip. Like there's no explanation. And I've come to a point in my life where I'm not so quick to cut people off, because a lot of times I cut them off as my way of protecting myself. And a lot of times the people who make mistakes, they really have genuine intentions to be there for you and to love you. I've grown to learn that not everybody loves the same. Not everybody is going to show you their love the same way that you would display it to someone else, but that doesn't mean that they don't love you, they don't care about you, and that they don't have your best interest at heart. And even in relationships, growing up, my first long term relationship, I was 19 years old, and we dated, consistently for about 3 years, and then on and off for like another 2 years. And, a lot of our issues that we had was me pulling away. When I get close to someone or someone gets very close to me and I feel the closeness that I'm experiencing, it scares the hell out of me. And that's only because, I don't want to be in this bliss and then later on it's not there anymore. But then that's when you have to get to a point in your life where you know that you make yourself happy before anyone else. There's nobody in this world that can make you happy except you. You have to do it first. You shouldn't let your happiness be based on anyone else. And so I learned that. And even now, sometimes I still kind of struggle with, letting my guard down. But I've been hurt so many times in my life. I've been let down so many times in my life that you just don't want to keep going through the repetitive motions of disappointment. But in order for you to, have a successful relationship with, whether that be with friends or a significant other, sometimes you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. But it's hard for me when I'm vulnerable and I feel like the other person isn't being as vulnerable with me. But then that goes right back to the point that not everybody is going to display things the way that you do. And, I'm still a work in process and I'm still learning. I used to always try to prove myself to people, whether that be a boyfriend, whether that be friends, like I'm proving my love to you. I'm trying to show you that I love you. But you have to understand, and something that I had to understand is that, you know what, Katrina, you are perfect just the way you are. I'm not a perfect person, but who I am is perfect for the person that's meant to be a part of my life. And, I wouldn't have to change. Yes, you're going to mature. Yes, you're going to grow. So in those ways, you do change. But those characteristics and your personality and everything that makes you you and compromises, well, not compromises, but composes you of who you are, like that's perfect. Like God made you the way that He wanted you to be. Never feel bad about your success. I've gone through issues where, I feel bad because, I do very well for myself, and I know siblings of mine who doesn't do as well. And, sometimes I feel bad for it. Never apologize for who you are or where you are, because everything that you go through in life, it's meant to make you into the person that you are today. It's meant to help you be a voice to someone else who may be feeling the exact same way that you are. And, growing and changing, it is a life evolving process. Like you're never going to be, exactly where you want to be and stay there. There's always going to be some experiences that pushes you to grow. But I just want you to know that never change who you are and never think that you're not good enough just because, you know, a mistake that your parents made or a mistake that you made. You know, life happens. And that's going to be a whole nother video, but life happens and things happen, but they happen for a reason. What you take from it, what you learn from it, is what it's meant to teach you. So I just wanted to encourage someone today that no matter what you're going through, always know that you're enough. Whatever situation that you're in, you wouldn't be in it if God didn't trust you enough to get through it. He will provide you with the tools that you need to make it through it. You know, sometimes it may seem so dark, it may seem so cloudy, like you're never gonna make it through. You may feel like you're alone, you have nobody to turn to, but you always can pray. And I am a true believer that there is nothing in your life that you cannot get through, no matter how bad it seems. Like, God gives the toughest battle to his most strongest fighters, and you are strong, and everything that you're going through, it wouldn't be happening if it wasn't meant to make you stronger and if you couldn't handle it. So even when the going gets tough, never give up. And I just wanted to encourage you guys today and let you know that even through those feelings of not being enough or needing that validation from other people, look within yourself in order to know that you got it. You got the juice. Okay, I know y'all ain't seen that meme around with the little marriage. Just say to yourself, I got the juice. You got the juice. And never forget that. And so until my next video, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I just wanted to tell you to be encouraged. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Spirit fingers. Bye. See you guys.